meeting you, and we've been meeting constantly in the last 2 years. So how has it been? ये जो I think 3-4 महीने थे बीच में जो हम नहीं मिले.
It's been good. Like, in fact, the lockdown has been quite stressful for a lot of people, for all of us. But I feel like, there've been little fun things that personally I've been doing through the lockdown, film releases, and now finally there's a film in the theater and it's doing really well. So it's been good. I have nothing to complain about. I've enjoyed chatting with you every time. And after a few months, I'm getting to chat with you again. So that's fun. And it's a good time to chat with you because I know what to say. Otherwise, it's like, what do you say? And now at least it's, it's post-release and the response is so good. It's doing so well. So I'm happy.
Especially for your performance, and for once they didn't bump you off. That had become the magic mantra.
Isn't it?
Yeah.
For
you broke the jinx.
I did. And for once, I am playing one naughty, bratty, immature girl. My heart is not being broken. I'm being the brat. So it's too much fun.
So was that easy? Because, the last one, and everyone applauded your performance in Gilli Pucchi. That was intense. Before that, the other films that came out again were intense. So was this like a breeze that finally मेरे को अपने को mentally tax नहीं करना पड़ रहा?
No, honestly, I enjoyed the roller coaster. But after it was pointed out to me that I was being bumped off in a lot of films and that there was a lot of hecticness that was happening around me. Trust me, I enjoy it because as an artist and as an actor, the more hectic it is, the more you get immersed and it's so much fun. But at the same time, I think it's also important to have fun. And when I heard this script, I was like, wow, master, how come you are putting me in a character like this, So first time somebody is asking me to do a part like this. So she said, because I know you.
Oh man, be very. Aditi could be Muna, huh?
I was like, I'm a brat. She said, yes. I'm naughty. She was like, yes. I was like, okay, great, fine, I'm doing it. So it's like, it was a welcome, like thriller change. I really enjoyed it. But trust me, even in this film, it is quite a roller coaster because the first part of the film is, where Mauna is this bratty, immature, sort of mischievous, naughty girl, and she causes all the drama that happens in this film. And in the second half, it's almost like a coming of age of Yaran and Mauna. Yaran is being played by Dulquer, Mauna is me. And then in the second half, when Kajal's character, her name is Malarveri, when she enters this situation, the gear shifts, and it's almost like a coming of age of these two people personally and in their relationship.
Are you anything like Mona? Did you observe anyone? Did you draw from any experiences? Because actors tend to look inwards, but she's getting suffocated, and it's true for many modern day marriages where women also want their personal space. They do draw boundaries. It's also interesting. He's a house husband, and she's the one who's getting in the morning.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's about but what I like about this film, so we have chosen to tell it in a particular way, in a way that, appeals to sort of, which will bring in, see, this is also a very serious thing. And it's something that we seriously deal with, with a lot of people deal with, but we've chosen to tell it in a more lighthearted kind of way. And I think that choice is very valid. Having said that, I feel like somewhere in all the fun and games, like I was saying earlier, there is a reality to what is happening. Like you said, here is a girl who goes out, works, she loves her work, and here is a boy who doesn't want to work. What is wrong with that? As in, he's looking after the house. That is also work. When I say he doesn't want to work, I'm like, he doesn't want to go out and work, but he wants to work at home. He wants to cook for her. He wants to clean. He wants to garden. I think that's so wonderful. And there's a point in the film where He doesn't find any clothes and he goes and wears her clothes, and he thinks there's nothing wrong with that. What an evolved man. I think that's so wonderful, you know. And the girl is like, oh God, please don't go out like this. And it's almost opposite, you know, of how normally we show it in films. And I think it's so nice. He's so evolved, Yaran. I love his character actually. And here is a girl who is, she's immature, she's bratty, she's naughty, she doesn't have patience. And she kind of, through the course of this film, reality strikes and she kind of grows up and she realizes what is important, and to live and let live. And you know, to let the person who you are in love with or whoever be who they want to be, you know, and not judge them and not try to, because quite often the women are in that place where they have to do certain things.
True.
Things are expected of them, but it's the same thing, right? Even a woman can turn around and do this. It's about people at the end of the day. So I love that this film kind of asks these questions, and they are very serious questions, but I also think it's so nice that it's been done in a very lighthearted way, because I believe there are people and parents and young couples and people in like relationships and with their boyfriends and all, who are going to see this film and saying, see.
That sense of ease that you have with Dulquer, I think off screen also translates on screen. And many people don't know that you worked with both father and son.
Yeah, actually, Mammootty, so I have to say that was not my film. I wasn't an actor when I did that film. I was dancing, and I was called on as a cameo to do that, and I was very lost, honestly. But and Mammootty sir was also like, you're like my son. What are you doing here? Because his son was studying at that point, and so was I. And I never knew that one day I would actually get to meet Dulquer and work with him and be friends with him. And Dulquer and I met. I in fact forgot about this whole experience that I had some many years ago. And when I met Dulquer, it was literally like we needn't have been actors. We could have met anywhere and we would have been friends. We of course have a Mani sir connection, we have a Vrinda Master connection, we have Madras Talkies connection, films, all of that. But we are just really good buddies, and we are like Tom and Jerry a lot of the times. I really trouble Dulquer a lot. He has grumpy mornings. I don't allow him to be grumpy. I hide his phone. I do all kinds of things to him. And we're also part of the same gangs. I'm like, I love DQ's wife Amal. We all have the same gang of friends in Chennai. And it was quite, you know, we've always wondered when are we going to work together, but we've never pushed it. And I think we both respect each other for that we never tried to get anybody to cast the other person, and we said let it happen organically. And Vrinda Master, who we love, came to us with this film, and we were like, see, that's why we waited, and this is perfect.
Gilli Pucchi, honestly, Aditi, you and Konkana was so good. And that actually was the best in that story was the best in that anthology. And I'd never seen you do that before.
Thank you so much. But you know, it's also in the writing. I do feel like actors that way are very independent people. You know, like we can be as honest, as talented, as hardworking, as whatever, but we also have to have the material in front of us, and we also have to have a team that gives us that kind of freedom, that nurtures us, that, you know, pushes us to do certain things. It's also about your co-actors who give you that kind of energy. So it is really about also having those opportunities and being lucky enough to be in those places, you know. So if Gilli Pucchi worked, and if people, you know, and the kind of response that I got, and both of us got, and the film got, is really because of all these things that came together.
What can we expect next now? Another movie from dominating the OTT space now, the box office is also...
I know. I'm so excited. I'm very, very happy, and also because I love this team a lot. And you know, just coming back to fans in theaters, and the response has been really great. And now after this, there is a very exciting thing that I have done with Vikramaditya Motwani, who I also adore as a director and a human being. That is something I'm looking forward to. There is something else I've done, which is with a director from London, and then I'm starting something new soon. And I can't
Wow.
tell you too much. There's another film that I will be doing with Vijay Sethupathi this year. But all these things haven't started yet, so I'd rather talk about them once they've started. But they're all announcements kind of that have been made, so I'm telling you.
Absolutely lovely chatting with you. Last question: what's the most how desi are you? What's the most desi thing about you?
My heart. I have a desi heart, but I'm like a poster child for national integration because I'm so mixed, and I'm very Indian. I love I love this country, and I love the culture and food. So yeah, my heart is completely Indian.
Lovely chatting with you. Hope to see you in person soon. बहुत हो गया 2 साल से.
Yeah, I know.
We have to meet up and have some desi khana together. Come to Delhi.
Yes.
We'll have chat.
Let's do a eating interview. Although that no food gets consumed, but we should do this.
We'll try doing it. Thank you. All the very best and congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.